Hello everyone and welcome back to our Iron Price campaign. I do apologize for how long it's been since we worked on this. I was very busy with work and then a couple other games and some real life stuff, but we are back at it. We have all of the land that we need, I do believe, if I remember that correctly from last time. We just need to wait out the separatism, culture convert, and we will have completed the achievement. And after that, and in the meantime, while we're waiting for that separatism, I do believe we're going to try to get super rich because I kind of want to use this save in the future for a trade guide, a slightly more advanced trade guide, and see how things go there. So actually what we need to do just to start things off, we need to convert, or not convert, we need to core 5 provinces in this area so that we can get another colony over here. So I think we're just going to sort by cost and core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe those are all. Yep, those are all in that colonial area. So that should give us another colony. Once those are done, we're integrating Sweden. Apparently we had a coalition against us. Castile left. I guess I should have checked that, right? We have a truce with England, so they can't join. We have a truce with Muscovy, so they can't join. But apparently a bunch of other people were in the coalition against us. It may be gone now, it seems. That is definitely something that I did not remember being a thing. Let's see, do we want to take this admin tech? Probably not until the year comes. We could take our Diplo rep so we finish annexing Sweden quicker. That sounds like a nice advisor to have. 1 military leader over isn't too bad. Really wish we didn't have these guys as vassals, but oh well, mistakes were made. Sometimes that's life. We're coring the stuff that gives us overextension. That should be cheap enough for us to core up as well, or not core up, to convert the culture. I think we were trying to build manufactories in a bunch of the English Channel provinces. It looks like 0.41 is as good as we're gonna get, so we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, we actually have two missionaries. Yeah, we're saving that mission for later. What we need to see now too is, can we declare on these guys? We have no CB on them, and I don't think we can fabricate on them because we're not adjacent. How about these guys? We can. They have about 1 million allies, but they're all natives, so I don't know that we care that they're all natives. Although I think we want to get back down to Mexico because we have a bunch of truces expiring down here very soon. Do we want to gain innovativeness for losing a bajillion ducats? What is our innovativeness? 24, actually. Yeah, that's a ton of money lost. I don't care about innovativeness that much, I don't think. Let's see, we can't declare on any of these guys yet. We really need to put a colony, like, here. That would be a really sick spot for a colony, because it should border that as well, it looks like. So we could hit both of those natives and start working up through this weird snake. And then we probably would want to put one, like, there. I don't know, maybe we just declare on these guys. Just piecing everybody out would be obnoxious, but it might be the right thing to do. Our colony in Mexico is already pretty huge. So I would kind of rather work on these colonies so that we get the merchants from them. So let's get those guys home and see what happens. I'm going to go back to speed 3 for now. Because, yeah, that'll be an instant stack wipe. Is Pico coming? Or not? Who is Pico? Do we have a truce with them? We don't. So this would actually be a much easier first war. We would only have to kill 2 guys. Sure, we'll do that first, I think. You guys can just go ahead and march over there. We'll give you a leader, maybe, probably. Where are all of our military leaders? I think they were over here fighting Russia. So any of these guys should be safe to take and bring over here. Who's the best? We don't want to give them Victor, who we can't. So this guy's 5 shock, 4 fire. I don't think it really matters. That guy has more maneuver pips. He'll get there quicker, so we pick him. And I believe we were organizing all of our armies over here one way or another. I imagine we're going to have Muscovite. Oh, we're not going to have Muscovite rebels. Interesting. I wonder if it's because we fed all the land to Novgorod. Alright, so where is these guys' army? We don't know. But we'll probably find out soon. I just want to keep an eye on all of these guys' armies as well. Or all of these armies over here, I should say. So we should be able to piece out both of these. I guess we just take their money. And then we can take land from these dudes, although we might have to... Oh no, we don't have to wait. I thought since they weren't super low enthusiasm that we would have to wait a month or 2. Alright, well, that was a very quick and easy war, so... Norway settling there, that's fine. It's actually good. I want to keep an eye on these armies so that we don't suffer insane amounts of attrition. How's our states? We can make 3 states. Mecklenburg with 30. I don't think any of those are particularly exciting states to make. I also want to keep an eye on unrest over here because we don't want any separatism happening. So I think it's likely that I'll send some of these troops to England preemptively. I think I'm going to turn the music down a little bit. I feel like it's a bit loud. It might not be, but in my ears it feels like a bit loud. I'm also going to take human players off here. I had that on for a multiplayer game, but being the only... Uh-oh. Alright, we have zealots there. I have no idea if our king was old or not. At least this guy has 5 admin, not a terrible king. I've definitely had worse kings in my life in this game. I suppose we go ahead and handle these zealots. Shouldn't take long. Wow, we are super short of our naval force limit. And we're now losing a ton of money. We can turn off all of our forts, though. Should be fine. 16 ducats on colonial maintenance. So we'll just transport that army back, get some dudes onto England so that we don't have to worry about re-upping separatism there. I suppose for now we are not going to convert any provinces because we're low on money, and frankly, we don't really need to. Morale, I think we want to switch over to manpower recovery. We don't really need morale against natives. Could also go with unrest, but we already have -4 unrests, which should be fine. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that. And yeah, we need a lot of manpower, so we'll go ahead and pop that. Beautiful little religion we've got going on, especially as Denmark. Our corruption is growing. Oh no, whatever shall we do? How many transports are in this fleet? 33. So what we should do is we should get a nice... Actually, should we just transport everybody over here? Because our truce with England is actually up in 5 years. Whereas our truce with Muscovy is up in way more than 5 years. So I think we go ahead and just land everybody over here. Would like to upgrade these centers of trade eventually, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. So now we probably, when are we getting a colony over there? Relatively soon. Do we even... I don't think we have to core that. I'm gonna let these finish before we core Merrimack, as I believe it should, especially if we pull up our colonial regions map. Actually, colonial Eastern America. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whereas these are in colonial Canada. So I suppose we do need to core these as well, unless we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 5 going there, so that's done there. I suppose, let's see, this will be our second colony, third colony. That'll be 4, right? Although we already have the 13 colonies. Oh, wait, is that... That's British, isn't it? So we can't count those. Okay, so these don't count at all. It gets very confusing when you were playing a multiplayer game as Britain colonizing North America, and then you're now colonizing North America as Denmark. In my brain, anything that's British is mine, whereas anything that's Danish should be mine. So let's see. In Eastern America, we have 1, 2. This will be 3. This will be 4. And then either of these will be 5. So we shouldn't have to core this. We'll just have to eat the overextension for a minute. So I suppose we just go ahead and kill all of these guys. Hopefully they don't do anything bad to our developing colonies. So it's just a bunch of little natives to kill. It should be a quick and easy war for us. Alright, so we definitely want to keep taking quality ideas because we are way ahead of time militarily. Actually, 94 is 11 years, we're 13 years ahead, so yeah, we take it. Definitely go ahead and take it in that case. We do have those guys moving over to England. We probably should have done that a bit more efficiently, like split the stack so they're not standing here for 2 years eating attrition. You know, we're probably going to go ahead and do that just for good measure. We can continue to bring the transports that way. Actually, we can go ahead and order these guys. And we should probably give these guys no leader so that he doesn't die in the ocean or some unfortunate accident or some such. We'll probably play speed 4 here. Just while we're sieging all of this stuff down. Not really anything exciting going on. Our fleet arrived, so they should be getting transported. Yes, I do believe. So the other good news, like I said, I do apologize for it having been so long since I've streamed. We could definitely use the inflation reduction guy. The good news, though, is I should be able to stream basically all day on Tuesdays and Thursdays from here on out. Definitely going to be playing Imperator Rome. So they're not at war with us. They are at war with us. We'll go ahead and take those guys out. Can we sue the Sioux for peace? We can. So should be able to take peace from these guys as well. We go ahead and take our admin tech, especially given we were almost max power. So yeah, the bad news is I haven't streamed for a while. The good news is I should be able to stream a lot more consistently, based on some of the stuff that I took care of. The heck is this? What? We have 33 transports, right? Why are they not just... Why are they getting transported like... Oh, because we're using this frickin' fleet. You guys are... Oh, sometimes auto-transport is dumb. I suppose I should have looked at which fleet we were using to transport guys, but I thought that it would pick, you know, the big fleets. No, we're not going over there. We're going to England. So, the first fleet, yes, that is our 35 transports. That's the fleet we want to use. We can get peace from these dudes. So, apparently we might win that fight. We might lose that fight. I don't know. Who else are we at war with? These guys. And I'm not really fully sure who else. Well, they actually got us there. It's a feels bad moment. Let's get peace off of them. So the Ojibwe, who are all the way up there. That's going to take a little while. We can't even get there without a conquistador, I don't think. That guy's gonna have to, our conquistador is gonna have to come back into friendly territory first, as it is. So I guess those guys just march all the way over there. Yeah, we pieced them out, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. And we're gonna want to hire another regiment to defend this colony as it's developing. Also definitely going to be... Oh, man. Did they really... Well, this guy should just go up there, because he's our conquistador. I don't think we can make it down there in time anyways. And these guys can come there. The other thing is I'm hopefully going to be streaming a bunch of Imperator Rome as well. I'm pretty excited about that game coming out on Thursday. Ooh. Alright, so we need to get back down to Mexico for sure. There's a ton of land for the taking there. I think the other thing we need to do... I think we just want to steer in this direction. Actually, we should check, right? I think I might have calculated this now that I think so 32.54. I don't know if that tick was before or after we were steering in this direction or not. So let's find out. 32.54, 34. Okay, so yes, it's better to steer down this way with that merchant. Steer there with that merchant makes sense. All of that's coming out without us. Sure, that seems fine for now. Good harvest. Let's take the money. We could repay our loan. We're not losing much money, so I think if we repay our loan, that's the right way to go. We're now super barely losing money. We can piece these guys out. Let's go ahead and we're actually going to have to get these guys back into Danish land so that we can send them to Mexico. So we should go ahead and get our transport fleet over here and ready to take care of that. Alternatively, we could just turn around and declare on the Fox here in a minute. We don't have a truce with them, so that would be okay, I believe. Nizhny Novgorod separatists, which they cannot handle. We do have exactly 10 force limit we could put into fighting those rebels, but we're also barely making money. We're actually losing a little bit of money because of our colonial maintenance. But I really don't want to transport these fleets back over there. About to get Sweden's. When is that gonna finish? It's going to be finished July 1587, 3 years. I don't think we can wait 3 years to handle the rebels. Although Sweden might go down there and handle them. Let's see. If we set Sweden to in Norway to defensive, they might go ahead and handle the rebels for us. If not, we'll recruit some guys. It should be fine. I assume those guys are still moving there. Looks like they are indeed. Did we hire that advisor? We did hire our inflation reduction advisor, so that's good. We can go ahead and transport those guys there. At some point, we need to fight Spain and Portugal for a bunch of their colonies as well. Massachusetts is self-sustaining. That's perfect. Frickin' Castile is colonizing here. I don't think we picked up the army that we were supposed to pick up with that fleet. Use the first fleet, yes. That should do it now. Well, alright, so I think Sweden is going there now to help Nizhny Novgorod, hopefully, because now the rebels are in our area, and that's annoying. Oh yeah, we were maybe supposed to leave those troops there to fight the Fox. Maybe. I don't know technically which is better. Maybe just finishing up taking Mexico before Castile can. Plus, we have a lot of rebels down there that we should help our colony with. I should check if they're actually making money and colonizing themselves. They're not. They're actually losing a bunch of money. Ouch. Well, they are colonizing though, so that's good. Cuba is colonizing as well. I like that. I like when my colonies colonize. It's much better than me colonizing myself, although I guess if we're doing the colonization on our own, we get to pick where we colonize, which is good. Why can't we just walk back there? We should be able to walk back there, right? Well, I suppose we'll be able to walk back there as soon as we piece these guys out and they get exiled. Alrighty. Alright, so that should potentially spawn another colony for us. I should think. Oh, we're actually not at war now, so Sweden's not gonna go kill our rebels. Alright, well, what Miltech are we at? 15? Probably close enough to start using more cannons. So let's actually make a template. Maybe like, actually we only need 10, so maybe we go like 7, 2, and 4 or 5 or something like that. Be 14 units. Do we have that? No, we have 11. Well, we'll just recruit it standard. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be fine for these rebels. There it is, Vinland, our new colony. Welcome to the Danish Empire, my friends. Thank you for being a colony. And these ones, why have these not formed a colony yet? Or a colonial nation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Oh, because these are not our cores. 2, 3, 4. So we need those 2 colonies to finish is the reason. What are all our colonists doing? Colonizing Delaware. That's why our colonial maintenance was up. I actually looked at merchants and was like, oh, we have 3 colonists. We have 3 colonies. That's fine. We have 1 colonist and we had 3 colonies going. That's why it was taking us absolutely... Oh, nice. They went into Muscovy. I like it. We're actually really close to our truce being up with England. Well, 3 years to go. I suppose we can't get to our own colonies, so we should just get these guys close and then declare on the Fox. How's that gonna look? Iroquois, Cheyenne, and Arapaho. We can't actually take land from the Iroquois. So it might actually be better to wait to declare on these guys until we start a colony right there. Potentially. Let's go ahead and declare on some people down here. So that should be easy enough of a war there. The Quiche we can declare war on soon as well. How big of a military does Great Britain our rival? They are not. They're actually still England? They are. They only have 40 force limit. They currently only have 10,000 dudes. So this army here should be plenty to win the war whenever we start it there. Yes, 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 they're dead. They're dead, they're dead. It's going to take those guys a while to get back. Do I still have auto? Okay, I don't. Good. I was making sure we didn't have auto fort maintenance shenanigans on. I suppose we should probably kill these rebels at some point, because they might actually break away. Yearly corruption or gain inflation. I feel like we just take the inflation. Is our inflation even dropping? It might not be because of all of our gold coming in from the New World. I mean, technically it's decreasing, but speaking of that, is that actually a church aspect? I don't think it is. No, right. Production efficiency could be really nice to have in the future, though. Whenever we start trying to make a ton of money. Alright. So that should go to Mexico. Who's the Quiche allied with? These dudes. Occupied by Aztec, Zapotec, Vassal of Itza. Not really sure who to kill next. I don't think that it matters too much, although we don't have CBs on these guys. Why do we not have CBs on these guys? What are you doing, Curahis, Mexico? Do we need to tell them to fabricate? Usually colonial nations are decent at fabricating on... Yeah, we set it all as a vital interest, so they should be fabricating for us. We would think nice. Delaware is good. That means we are, yep. I was gonna say either one colony away or at our new colonial nation, so that's perfect. I suppose we just rival England. Interesting that we weren't already rivaled to them. We have no CB on the Fox now that we don't border them. So that's a little bit awkward. We're really going to need to fight Castile soon. What we can do, though, is we can send our colonist there. Let's go ahead and start taking some of this back. What are these rebels doing? Did Muscovy kill them? Yes. And so our friends in Sweden and Nizhny Novgorod are getting that back for us, which I appreciate, of course. Can we declare on these guys? We must have claims. So yeah, we could declare on Quastec. Can probably declare on these. Yeah, we have plenty of claims over here to work with. But first, I think we want to get these rebels under control. We'll see if we get our CB on the Iroquois once we border them. Yeah, we'll do that. Reduce our diplotech costs seems fine to me. We're not really building ships, so don't care about that. We have 2 years on our war with England. Oh, they are crossing into us. That's interesting. I don't know that they win. So I wouldn't want to cross into them necessarily. Would depend on the terrain, of course. I was actually going to wait for reinforcements, but they just killed themselves, so that works out quite well. We can go ahead and get all of this back for our friend Curahis, Mexico. Oh wow, that air is not good. Not a good air. We probably should disinherit her, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Sophie, but you were terrible, so we can't afford to have you. We're definitely not losing a stability, that's for sure. I'm glad we are sitting at a cool +3 stability. It's a beautiful thing. Hopefully Sweden... Oh, the Netherlands just formed, or have they been around? I don't actually remember. Hopefully Sweden goes and takes care of that for us. And I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to eat these dudes. Once our colony starts, shouldn't be too long. Do we now get, once the month ticks, do we get the Holy War on them? We do. On the Fox at least, and also on the Iroquois. Fox and Osage, those guys. Sioux we still have our truce with. If we declare on the Fox, I think we just declare on Iroquois. Take their stuff. Probably just grab their capital first. We also need to declare on these guys. Go ahead and give that to Mexico. I feel like Mexico should have way more money than they do. Oh. Norway's got some rebel issues. They should be able to handle them though, at least these guys. There's a chance we'll have to handle those for them. Hopefully we don't. Oh, they know what's happening. They're not dummies. Let's wait till they get 50%, and then we can intercept them. Hopefully, it's gonna take us too long to move into there, unfortunately. Can we catch them there though? Should be able to. I prefer to go ahead and just kill their army. That way we don't have to worry about them coming and poking our colonies or anything annoying like that. Actually, nah, we'll just leave it like this for now. I'll say we could siege them down faster, but I think it'll be alright. And Denmark going to take stuff for us. I suppose we need to come and kill those rebels. Then we might ship our troops over here just to help out Norway. That's now a self-sustaining colony. That's not a self-sustaining colony. That is a self-sustaining colony, so we'll go ahead and protect this one. Instead, we won this, so let's give that to Mexico. They're a vassal of us, actually. Ugh, so awkward that they're our vassals. They're allied to a bunch of people. We don't have CBs on either of these guys, right? So potentially we just declare on Huastek next. Eat Quiche while we're at it. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. just need to be ready for that war with England. Let's go ahead and build another manufactory over here. 0.41 again. That will work quite nicely. We're up to 44 ducats here, so that's good. We also need to make sure that we start colonizing. You know, once we're done with like these picking colonies so that we can take land, we need to make sure that we start colonizing for merchants. We need to make sure that we get all of our colonies to at least 5. Or actually, is it 10 for the merchant? 10's like extra force limit and naval limit too, and yeah, maybe it's 15. I don't know. I'd have to look it up again. I read about it a long time ago. There's like certain breakpoints you want to hit on your colonial nations, because at one point you get some army and naval force limit, and then at some point you get the merchant, and then at some point you get extra force limit. Extra force limit and the merchant might be the same. I'd have to look it up again. Alright. So that's handled. Would cross into the steppes. Wonder if Nizhny Novgorod would come with us. Actually, looks like they'll come with us even before. No, they won't. Actually, what if we set Sweden and Nizhny Novgorod to supportive? Alright, there we go. We can manipulate them into helping us. Which, I mean, that's what they should do, right? There's rebels in their country. We're coming to kill them. I feel like it's only fair that they come and help us. We also need to piece out the Quiche here in a minute. These wars should be over soon as well. So yeah, we'll go ahead and cross there, kill the rebels. And yeah, we'll get ready to declare on England in just a minute. What do we want to take from England, I suppose, is another question. Alright, we don't need you guys with us anymore. Appreciate the help, though. We definitely want to take everything that is part of the English Channel that England owns. Might be worth taking Calais that way. It does have a fort that we'd have to actually take the fort, which, I mean, it wouldn't really be a problem. It would be annoying. But that way we could start fighting France for their English Channel provinces. We might want to pick up some of the 13 colonies so that it would go to New Denmark. There we go. Sweden is now us. So we need to figure out what stuff does Sweden have. How's our force limit look now? We are way over force limit. That's not where we want to be. 104 of 95. So that's actually 9 over. Definitely want to keep the cannons. I might just keep the cannons in this stack and get rid of the infantry and cavalry. How's our balance? I should have way too much infantry. Maybe we just get rid of 5 and 4 infantry there. I don't want to do that. We're just going to get rid of this stack. And we'll send those cannons here. Won't be a beautiful army, and I will probably end up transporting them over to England as well. We need to figure out how's our navy looking now. These are galleys, which we don't need. These are transports and galleys. I suppose we keep the transports. We have been doing a lot of shuffling of troops navally. So let's go ahead and we'll just send them to Osel. This, actually, Goldington would work better, I believe. I don't know that it really matters though, but I like Goldington. This is 2 light ships, so we like that. They're going to be protecting trade. 2 more galleys, don't need those. Alright, so yeah, we're sorted in terms of that. We need to not let the month tick because we are at max admin power. I wonder if we want to, we might take, if we just go for Diplo. We'll probably just remove the focus for now, make it more balanced. We could catch up on Diplo Tech, but we're really not behind on Diplo Tech. We're only 1 behind. So we should develop a little bit then. Can't boost stability. Let's see. So that would be 0.16, 0.15 for 46, for 56. That should do it for now. Alright, so how are these wars looking? This one is just done, right? We can peace out the Fox, take that. And then we'll peace out Osage. Is anybody left? Yep, just Osage. Get rid of them. And yeah, then we just get rid of the Iroquois. If they'll give us everything, which apparently they won't. I have to wait a little bit or somehow kill their army, which is going to be super annoying because of the way they're running around. Where do we want to protect trade? I actually only have 47% trade power in the Baltic Sea. Huh. Maybe we just put them in the Baltic. We also need some more trade power here. We need a lot more light ships, actually. Because we can push... Well... We actually need a bunch more here. We can push a lot more value out of Lübeck. I don't really care if this is going to Lübeck as long as we are pushing more out. We should check that. We're at 35.55. Let's let the month tick. So 37.69. What if we move these guys to Lübeck? So 37.69. Remember that. We have all kinds of crap going on down here, unfortunately. 37.69, right? You know what? I should write that down on my pad real quick, or else I'm going to forget it. Alright, I've made a note of it. So now the Iroquois should surrender to us fully, yes. Perfect. Alright, so we have a truce with them. We have a truce with the Fox, I believe. We have a truce with the Sioux. So pretty much our expansion here is done for now. So we're going to move this army there. That way, once we start fighting England, we definitely want to take like pretty much all of that off of them. We never actually killed those rebels. And I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, much better. Also take a nice drink of water. Talking a lot can seriously dry your throat out pretty quickly. I love the AI. The AI is so smart. Can we still can't get rid of these guys, can we? In a minute we can. Like, I really just don't care about having them as vassals. Let's see. So, waiting for the month to tick so that we can figure out. Is that naval force limit plus 20% for a second there? So the month ticked. Whoa, that's way less money. We went from 37 to 23. Alright, go back to the English Channel, my friends. Do we take naval morale? 9 years. That's 7 years. So yes. Probably we just finish out quality at this point anyway. Do we have any better... Actually, might be a better diplomatic policy than privateer efficiency and ship durability. Yeah. Make some more money off the tariffs and also have our colonies have less liberty desire. Not that Curihis Mexico has too much. Cuba has 6 of 10. Vinland, we need one more in Vinland, which we should get once we fight England, as long as we take some of these. So this is kind of the string we want to take from England. I mean, we might just take even more from them, we'll see. For now, I think I'd rather have the English Channel, so let's... You know what? Or do we just want to integrate them at some point? We could actually feed them land, but they hate us so bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of them. There. And we'll just fight them in a couple of years when the truce is up. I suppose we want to convert some provinces if we can at some point. That way we can get a bunch of our prestige back. Probably should have put our admiral in this fleet, right? And no, we can't get rid of him because he's on the ocean. Alright, our truce with England has ended, which means... probably means we want to go ahead and declare war right now. 12 heavy ships. We don't have any heavies, right? I don't know. Do 53 lights beat 12 heavies? Probably not. Probably not 12 English heavies. Wonder if we actually land these troops or not. I suppose we could bring them over with the lights protecting them. That's kind of risky, potentially. Don't think we want it on speed 2. Let's see. Guaranteed by Castile. Oh, can we declare in their colonies? Does that get around that? That may... It should, I think. Not positive. But I think we want to, like, pick one of these. Well, I mean, even if Castile comes, I think it's still a war that we win. It'll just be significantly more obnoxious. What are the Ottomans doing? Who are they killing? Nobody right now, thankfully. One thing I'd be worried about is if we declare